All right, welcome back to another episode of Chat Room. I'm Michael, and I'm with my co-host,
John.
and today we're going to talk about how the government might be holding on to your money and how to claim it.
Oh boy.
Yep, so it's something that I learned about, it's been a while, but I was like, what? That seems crazy. But yeah, it's actually something each state does. Each state has an office, and a lot of people are skeptical about government stuff, but to their credit, they actually do have marketing campaigns to try to let you know about this. I just don't know why it took me till I was in my mid-30s to find out.
It's one of the important things they don't teach you in school. Another one of those.
Add it to the list. Add it to the list.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm going to walk John through it. And this will be state specific, but basically this is unclaimed property is what this is called. And so you would need to go to Google and type in unclaimed property and then the name of your state. And it'll probably be the first listing. Make sure to skip any of those ads. And we're in Tennessee. So what I see when I pull that up is it's Tennessee Treasurer, find your missing money. And very easily, you can just go down to this blue button here, search for your unclaimed property online.
Comes up next, select the search type you would like to perform.
Yeah, so they have in the Tennessee one, it's person or property. Basically, you're going to look for yourself. So you're going to go ahead and click person.
Okay.
And ours is very simple. It's just asking for your last name, your first name, and the city. And they could have company property, so if you owned a company, you could put that in too. But yeah, that is it.
Okay, I'm putting in the city right now. I'm putting my moment of truth. I'm not a robot.
Not a robot, and we'll see if
you do have to prove that
any.
to the government before you can search.
Yeah, well, that's how Skynet happened. That was the whole thing. So, all right.
I have nothing.
Yeah. Well, so this is the thing. So before I go into kind of the specifics, why you might have unclaimed property, I have found is most often if you have moved a lot. So I have moved a few times over the last few years, and basically these are most often checks that are trying to be sent to you that for whatever reason don't make it, and so the government holds on to it. So, John, I'm sorry you didn't have any. It just means you probably haven't moved a lot.
No, I haven't.
Yep, that's fair. But yeah, so just in case you didn't have any, I pulled up a friend's. I won't share their information, but to give some examples, they actually have a lot of items, and a few of them are kind of more typical. I've noticed there's a lot of hospital and health services, because what'll happen is, you know how you get in that thing where you pay so much, your insurance pays so much, but sometimes it can take a while to figure that out, and so oftentimes you'll end up paying more. Well, hospitals will try to reimburse you, but if you moved, if they couldn't reach you, this will go in the government.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Another thing is, this is a big one, stocks. So the first time I heard about this, I think it was either the Planet Money or the Indicator podcast, both really good kind of finance money podcasts. And they told a really kind of sad story about a guy who invested in Amazon very early, bought stocks, back in the first 5 years when they weren't making any profit. And he just saw it take off, and he's like, oh, this is going to be great. I'm going to be able to retire off this. He didn't want to get rich. He was just like, I'm going to retire.
Right.
Well, for whatever reason, he didn't really engage with that account much because, he didn't think he needed to. Well, somehow, some companies, they think that means, you're out of touch with it, and they sold it. And depressingly for him, they sold it really early. So he didn't find out about it until it went into unclaimed property. And, in this case, it was bad news for him. But sometimes, again, you may not realize that you had some dividends or you sold some stock. And again, it just didn't reach to you. So, actually, my friend, I hope she does this because I see she's got, because you can even see the amount. So she's got over $250 of stocks coming to her. So that's a pretty nice payday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when I've done this, it's $150. I was excited, and then I found a recent one, which is what inspired this episode, and it was $40. And again, I'm happy. That's 3 coffees. So I'm good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So it's definitely something, it's pretty fast. We've only been talking about it for like 5 minutes. So it doesn't take too much time to check. You can even check with your friends and let them know. Because you know what? Friends like people that let them know that, they're owed money. And it may help their day.
Yeah, and we deserve that money. The government takes a lot of money from everybody, so.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
and this is truly like your money, and that's why they have the campaign, is
mhm.
because they know that it truly is your money. So it can seem weird that they're holding on to it, but
Mhm.
I guess the alternative is it's thrown away. So it is what it is. It seems weird. Every time I kept going to friends and telling them, I'm like, no, I know you're owed money by the government. They're like, are you sure you're not a scammer? And I'm like, no, trust me.
I could
And
see how that comes off as a scam, but I mean, this is real.
yeah,
It is
yeah,
real.
yeah. Check it out. Hope you've got some money waiting for you. For more great information, subscribe, like, click the bell for notifications, follow us on Instagram. You know the drill.